Alright, I haven't done a driving video log in a while. And there's gonna be another obligatory video, obligatory Valentine's Day video, because it is Valentine's Day, and yeah, I don't know why. I don't think it's a good idea for me to do this at 5 o'clock on Friday, but whatever, it's all good. But I'm not in South Florida or anything crazy like that, so traffic's not gonna be as bad. I'm heading to the gym right now, because, well, that's what I like doing on weekends. I like going to the gym a lot. Like twice a day, a lot. Well, I didn't go this morning because I just came out of work. Oh, crap. There we go. But yeah, damn, like, okay, that was unnecessary. Huh. Yeah, so Valentine's Day, man. Let me tell you right now, probably, I put a lot of pressure on myself for Valentine's Day back in the day, and I'm gonna tell you, it's just a gigantic waste of energy. Actually, when I was younger, in high school, I had like a real troll the world mentality back in high school, because, I just thought, I'm like, it was like an inferiority complex mixed with like some narcissistic personality thing, whatever. But yeah, so when I was in high school, I think I did this for my sophomore year, and then my senior year, I think. Not really my freshman and junior years. But yeah, I would create a petition, like a legitimate petition, saying like Valentine's Day is like a waste of a holiday, and we could use it towards something else. Like I don't remember what it is, but like, yeah, we could use it for something else, and it's a waste of a holiday. So sign this petition if you want to end Valentine's Day. It was literally just a joke. It was literally, I was like trolling the world, like, yeah. So it was pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, like a decade ago or something like that, when I was in my early 20s, late teens, I just remember putting so much unnecessary pressure on myself in this holiday. Like, oh, I need a girlfriend for Valentine's Day. And of course, when you put that much pressure on yourself, you're never, ever, ever going to get what you want. I mean, when you get the things you want, I just have a theory of it. Like, you get the things you want, you get them accidentally, and like it's just a byproduct of a really small mission that you have. For example, during bowling league yesterday, there was not a new technique, but like just a revival, not even a revival of an old one, but like there was just something new I was incorporating in my bowling, and I tried it out, and committed to it yesterday, and I did. It's the best performance I've had all season. You know what I mean? And I didn't have a goal. I was just like, you know what? Let me learn this new technique. Let me commit to it, and let me do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. And the thing with Valentine's Day is, like, if you feel the pressure to start dating somebody or get a date on Valentine's Day, something like that. And I think guys feel this pressure a lot more than women. But because women can just, they could just like message one of their male friends on Facebook, or text one of their buddies, text one of their guys, or even an ex. They could just go to an ex and be like, hey, it's Valentine's Day, I'm alone, let's hang out. You know what I mean? Like, a guy can't really do that with a woman, And it's funny because I was watching, there's this guy called Buckley, and he did a Valentine's Day rant, and this one other guy, this other channel, he was just really stressed out about it. He was like, oh man, I feel like I'm never going to get a woman in my life, whatever. And they all want, it's the same thing that I've heard before, that I said myself about a decade ago, where like, women just want, they want star athletes and famous people and friggin', and guys with a lot of cars and money and good stuff like that. And that's true to a point. I mean, because I take bowling kind of seriously, like it's translated in some of the best dates I've ever had. Especially if I take a girl bowling and they know that, and they see the passion. You know what I mean? They can just see it. You know what I mean? And women like that. The women like guys with a passion. They don't like guys who just kind of go through the motions and don't really have any passions. Or if they have a passion, they kind of keep it hidden. You know what I mean? Like my gaming. You know what I mean? I don't really tell people I know about my channel because I don't really produce the best content. But a lot of it's really unscripted and shot from the hip. Like everything I do is just straight up shot from the hip, or I like write down like cliff notes about it. You know what I mean? So like yeah, but let's see. Here's the thing: if you're thinking that way with women, that they only go for guys who are good looking and whatever. To me, that indicates, and when I figured this out, it was like a wool was lifted off my head, that your standards are way too high, okay? The same can be said with women, too. Like, if you're a woman and you're thinking, guys only go for, women who weigh like 100 to 140 pounds, that kind of shit. The same can go true for the other sex. It just means your standards are way too high. It means, yes, you have to lower your standards to where you're comfortable, or to where you gain a little bit of experience, and then you'll realize that the field of people that you want, I don't know why I just did that, the field of people that you want, the things that you believe make you attractive to them, it only adds to whatever original attraction that you've acquired. You know what I mean? I really do believe that through my experience, women are just universally attracted to three things. They're attracted to swagger, meaning you have to make them laugh, you have to get them attracted to you, you have to hold your eye contact with them, that kind of stuff. They like a man who goes for what they want. In regards to them themselves, or just a goal you want to reach in your job or your hobby, whatever. I'm going to the gym right now, on Friday afternoon, ready to lose some weight. You know what I mean? Like, who does this? Nobody. You know what I mean? Yeah. So or like even during the morning, like who works out in the morning? Are you serious? Who works out on a weekday morning? I do. You know what I mean? And if I worked during the mornings, trust me, I'd probably get a workout in before going to work. You know what I mean? So that's just how I am. Women like that, and women just like guys who have options. That means getting your name out. That means talking to more than like 1 to 10 women a year. That means that means getting your name out and approaching. Probably a good, I would say, 50 women a week if you really want to get your name out there and you really want to have dates, girlfriends, and a lot of sex in your life. You need to get your name out there. You need to get your name out there, you need swagger, and you need to have what my bowling buddy calls the hound mentality. You just need to go for what you want and let nothing stop you. And if you get shot down, part of having good swagger is being able to laugh at yourself when you fail. You know what I mean? Like, if I fail to lift at the gym, I'm not going to be like, oh man, that sucks. I'm going to be like, wow, that sucked. And kind of laugh at myself and be like, oh man, that's alright though, I went for it. That kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of, and what women, are really unattracted to, what they do not like, is the polar opposites of it. What's the opposite of swagger? Awkwardness. What is awkward? Awkwardness really just comes from a very, oh, Jesus. I'm not going to turn there, apparently. Damn, that's the road I usually take to get to the gym. Jesus. Wow. Okay. Well, that sucks. Actually, hold on. I'll probably turn here. Here we go. This will work. It's turning into quite a long video. Anyways, the opposite of swagger is awkwardness. You know, awkwardness meaning that you're very indirect, that you have that you're very stifled. You don't want a woman to know exactly what you want because you're afraid she's gonna shoot you down. That kind of stuff. A lot of fear is involved in being awkward. Like a lot of it. A lot of fear is at play there. You know what's the opposite of getting your name out? You know, just focusing on one person or a very small group of people. Women don't like getting put in a corner. They're just like baby. You don't put baby in a corner, and you don't put women in a corner. You really don't, because when you do that, it puts a ton of pressure on them, and that's not a good idea. Because when you have a lot of pressure on you, it triggers a fight or flight response. And what happens when women are triggered with a fight or flight response? You know, they can't really fight because they're not the toughest beings in the world, so they'll run away. You know, so that's another part of my theory. The opposite. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just chill here. I was gonna go in the other lane, but hell with it. The opposite of the how mentality is just not being a leader. Is being too impressionable for your own good. What the hell is this person doing? Wow. Happy Valentine's Day, asshole. Anyways. You know, like, the guy I live with, he's just way too impressionable, and it really kills his chances with a lot of women. In fact, he's gotten rejected by a lot of women just because of his inability to be a hound, his inability to be a leader, his inability to... He doesn't have a problem with getting his name out, but he does have a problem with swagger. He doesn't have swagger. He's very, you know, it takes a long time for him to say what he wants to say. You know, he thinks a lot before he talks, and I used to be the same way as well. I used to do that also. So, anyways, yeah. So, all right. You know what? I'm gonna join the club here. All right. And the gym's the gym's coming up, so I better stop recording right now. Happy Valentine's Day to whoever is celebrating it, and I will see you in my next obligatory video. Peace.